Howdy folks, just out here, wanted to touch base on the exhaust back pressure tube and on 7.3 diesel, of course not gas. Gotta say that now, it's kind of crazy. So anyways, so basically just wanted to say that this guy, for me, I mean, my pickup is overall very rust free under it, very clean. But you know, with anything, you know, things get seized up. I want to say getting this thing off was quite a bit more challenging than I thought. One being that, one, I should clarify the connection in the front upper of the motor where the sensor's at, easy. Now down underneath off the manifold side down here, really freaking tight. So I'm amazed it didn't strip something out, but well, it kind of did. So basically it stripped out the inside threads here and completely rounded these threads off. As I backed it off, I soaked it in penetrant overnight a few times, hit it with some heat, didn't really help. Just obviously started out with just a normal, just open-ended combination wrench on there. Couldn't even budge it. Then went to a flare nut, couldn't do anything. Then I put, to get some more leverage on it, I basically put another wrench on the flare nut wrench. And, you know, at that point, what, you're probably, I don't know, 18 inches long, something like that. And still couldn't get it. So then I put the flare nut crow's foot. And just so you know, this is a, let me, geez, where are these even labeled? It's on the side somewhere. Yeah, 5/8. So I think that's the size. Make sure I'm not crazy. Yeah, so it's a 5/8. And put that on there with just a little 3/8 drive. That wasn't enough. So then I ended up going this to slight extension to offset it, adapter, and using the basically the 2-foot ratchet. And even with that, that thing was freaking on there. I mean, I was really pulling on it to get it to go free. Anyway, so just beware if you go to pull one of these off. I wouldn't plan on putting it back on. You're probably going to strip out this guy. So I got a new, I guess, nipple or adapter or whatever the hell. And there is your part number for Ford. Looks like a nice stainless piece, made in United States. And then the new EBP tube, which is a part number, there you go. So, yeah, I'm going to throw these guys on. I'm going to put a dab, little dab of anti-seize on the threads of this guy, some copper, and then probably a little teeny dab there on just on the threads. Just in case I have to pull it off again, I don't know why I would. Now, and for reference, my tube, let's just go with that. My tube was not bad. I figured this may have been one of the issues. It wasn't the IPR, wasn't the IPC, it's not the exhaust back pressure tube or sensor, so it was not the tube itself, now that I know that. So I'm thinking I have a short in my wiring harness at this point. Don't think it's injector O-rings, because it runs really just completely fine, other than idle. And has good power, no contamination in any of the systems. So anyways, with that said, if you're doing your EVP tube, I would have another one on hand, one of these guys on hand. By the way, I buy my stuff for this at the dieselorings.com. Nice guys. Made it here in less than 2 days, effectively. 2.5 days, I guess, but if you don't include the ordering time for picking and pulling. And then I would definitely, just like I say, if you don't have a super big wrench, I think a flare nut crow's foot is money for this. But if you got a wrench that you can kind of get a weird offset angle to loosen your nut there, you might be okay. But that thing was on there, and even this guy was only threaded in just by a few little threads on there, the first maybe 3 threads. that was on there super tight too, to the point that I needed just to break it free with, I used this big 2-footer. So anyways, I think that's it. And all together, fitting was like 13 bucks. This guy was a little spendy in my opinion, was like 60. But yeah, and then always order. What else did I order from these guys? Oh, fuel filters. Fuel filters from these guys are money too. So for this application, the 7.3s. So that's what I got, and hopefully this video may have helped somebody in terms of thinking about what they might need before they go to pull one of these off. And I would not plan on ever putting it back on. So that's my 2 cents. Why waste your time cleaning this silly thing unless it comes off like butter? So take it easy.